89 on up, homies, the show where you gon' get Cali history. It's told with respect and dignity. Spoken by jihad so vividly. He's taking over the industry, giving y'all some download imagery. Damn you, if you ain't hitting them likes, come on, subscribe. Check out the channel and I bet it will make you decide to tune in every chance you get. It's lit, and some of y'all can learn a bit from this gangster shit.
YouTube, what it do, loved ones? You know the motto, if you can, after the story, go over there, hit us with a like, which is a thumbs up, and that'll let us know we kicking our stuff. I want to thank the homeboy G League Deuce for the intro from the legendary Mental historical hip-hop album, Banging on Wax. You can reach him on Instagram at Solid from Day One. YouTube, what it do, loved ones? Welcome to another segment of 89 on Up. And last night I was cutting it up with one of the homies, and we was talking about who was the most burnt outest young dude of his airtime generation that was down as a motherfucker though, from Centinela Park family, Inglewood. And hands down, I had to hit him with Lil Nut, CPF, Centinela Park family Bloodz. I had to hit him with Lil Nut. Lil Nut was a one of a one character style young homeboy for his age group, category, generation of that time, homie. And Lil Nut was brown skinned, probably about 5'6", and probably about 157, no more than 160 of weight, homie, and wore a bald head. Homie, head was kind of big. He wore a bald head, but you couldn't tell that nigga when he put on some oil on his face and arms and skin and put on some clothes. That nigga wasn't no jazzy hell of a motherfucker. Lil Nut appearance, you would catch him G'd up or neutral banged out. But either or, you know that nigga banging when you see him, homie. And at that time of his era, that nigga was a young trophy from out the Nella Park area, homie. And upon me really getting to know the young homeboy Lil Nut, I had heard that the Crips that across the street from their neighborhood had allegedly tried to assassinate the young homeboy and his family, homie. How true that was, I never dug super deep, never personally asked Lil Nut or asked any other homies. I just took it and ran with it and just figured, hearing the story and seeing how he channeled his aggression towards that next door neighboring hood, I took it that it might got a little truth in it. However, we're Bloodz, they Crips, niggas share across the street, distant from one another. It's war. Lil Nut, character that made him one-on-one, the homie would get bent. He liked to drink. He knew how to drink, and sometimes the homeboy drink overly. The homie blew a piece of H2O, which was Alibaba. A lot of us blew Alibaba at them times. The homeboy had a laughter character and a serious character all in one, homie. And he was a tester, meaning he was gonna test damn near any and everybody that he hung with at some point in time. Lil Nut, Centinela Park family, Bloodz, Englewood was gonna test you, homie. I done laughed, kicked it, functioned with the homie, hustled with the homie. We done shared money, we done fed each other and ate together. The homie was a genuine, young, solid character from his generation era. What made the homeboy get the title of being burnt out? Because he a dude burnt out the shit to get a reaction out of certain niggas, homie. Or just to test the water and say he did this, squabbled, or went through this shit. It's just something we go through out here, living this street gang life as a youth. When we come up, we want to stay being challenging shit, homie. And Lil Nut come up in the era where he come up under niggas like me, watching the big doulos, the big homies like Big Nut, Big Nim, and Big Habit Nim from Nelly Ports, and the list can go on. Different dudes. So some of these young homies from different neighborhoods, they'll take all these niggas and wrap them into their characters, homie, and may portray certain parts of niggas' images along their way, homie. And Lil Nut, Sentinel Park family, he was good at that, homie. Like I say, down, soldier, rider, nigga. But the homie played them games. He'll test you or he'll do what he want to do, homie. And I remember I got down with Lil Nut. My nigga. We get down, homie. I wouldn't call it just an all-out chunk 'em, but we get down, we throw blows at each other and grab each other up before, due to him chunking him with the homie LSD off some tester shit. You know what I'm saying? Him and the homie go to take care of some business. He lead a homeboy. That's at that time, homies would do little crafty shit. He left the homeboy LSD in the car while he went up in the spot and stayed in the spot kicking it for hours, homie. Like the homie was just nobody. And the homie raised Lil Nut Sentinel Park family. So the homie was just real puzzled on why this shit happened. So after a couple weeks, he run across Lil Nut Sentinel Park family and asked the young homeboy, the young G homeboy at that time, Blood, what was all that about? But I guess he caught Lil Nut at the wrong time with him kind of drinking and all that shit. So he say Lil Nut go big. And like I say, we raise these certain young homeboys. Niggas don't be wanting to step out the character with the young homeboys. Niggas be trying to be lovable and understanding to these dudes. You know, share love and a bond with these dudes, homie, because we all been there. He say Lil Nut get belligerent, homie. Oh, Blood, fuck this. Oh, nigga, it wasn't like that. And nigga, we can get out. And he like, damn, nigga, you sure? But he say the way Lil Nut said it, and you know, like nigga, fuck you and all that shit. So he tell Lil Nut, nigga, you sure you want to get down? He say Lil Nut square up on him, try to take off. LSD always been a squabbler. I don't know what Lil Nut was thinking. So LSD say he gone and just, you know, take the young homeboy down and shit. He say, you know, he didn't really go vicious, but he took him down and shit. And guess Lil Nut didn't like the outcome. Wind up seeing me and Lil Pint going to the 6 Deuce Brims. But our route was to go up, you know, leave from the hood, and we'd take La Brea, take it through our Hyde Park, through the Nella Park Hyde Park, through the 60 Hyde Park, all the way to Brim hood, homie. So on our route, one day, taking the strip all the way up to get to the 6 Deuce Brim, we drive through Nella Park hood and see Lil Nut, see some more homies out there first by the store, getting drink and shit. Niggas gave it up on the homies, Lil Pint hanging all out the window, giving up the F and the P. And we get to the next street from the liquor store going down the hill, I think. The homies had a hangout spot right there. Niggas was all right there and shit. So we see Lil Nut. Lil Nut glue in, that's us, and flagging nigga, come back, Blood, come back. So at them times, homie, you couldn't just, homie tell you come back, you roll through a diamond hood and you don't. Nigga, that's like, you know, niggas will be like, man, that nigga's a punk, or niggas will pass something to say, homie. And if your credibility was up to standards, and nigga was really, really living this street code, nigga gonna turn around like, Blood, them is homies, what them niggas talking about? So that's what we do when the homie flag a nigga down and shit. I turn back around and come back down the hill, like, and jump out the car. Blood, was happening? But I don't jump all the way out the car. I got my leg out the car and one leg in the car like this, like, homie, what's happening? So we talking and shit. I'm like, what's bragging, Blood? He like, Blood, you gotta get down. I'm like, what's happening? He like, nigga, I'm running phase, nigga. I'm running phase with the homies from NHP. So I take it in my mind, that nigga mad off the chunk of him and LSD had. But I don't go into like, nigga, that's on you and the homie. I'm like, man, go on with that bullshit, Lil Nut. Cause nigga, like I say, he a one-on-one. He gonna pop off, he gonna test you. So I'm trying to make sure, like, Blood, is you tripping? What's happening, homie? My nigga closed the door on me, homie, like slammed the door up on my chest and shin, homie. When he do that, that shit ticked me off, triggered me, homie. I fired, bam, I get off on Lil Nut. Lil Nut get off back, bam. From there, Lil Nut try to grab me. So I'm grabbing his hand like, look, get your hands off me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, go on, young homie. With that bullshit, Lil Nut. So I think we probably get off on each other again. Bam, bam. The homegirl, Lady P-Dog, YG homegirl at that time, now she a G. She kind of see what's going on, but I don't think at that particular time she recognized it was me, homie. So she break down there. I don't know if she was strapped or what, but she break down there. Then once she glue in and see it's me and Lil Nut, I think she jump in the middle and defuse it, grab Lil Nut, because at that time I had a good rapport with a few homegirls out the Nella Parks, and Lady P-Dog was one of them. You know, I grow up seeing her come up in this shit, and she always been a dedicated homegirl to the Nella Parks, and I ain't never had no smoke or no static with her like that. So she come down there, she break us up and shit, tell Lil Nut something. And then tell, you know, she like, go on, Pint, you know what I'm saying? You can go on and do your, you know what I'm saying? Don't trip, it's all bull and shit, woo, woo. So I'm like, all right, good looking out, homegirl. I jump back in the car, me and Lil Pint, and we push out to the 6 Deuce Brim, laughing about how burnt the homie Lil Nut was, homie, you know what I'm saying? What he drove a nigga to doing out there with him, matching his energy. Like, man, that nigga's a fool. We laughing all the way to the Brims. We finally get to the Brims. They had the 3 dubs for 50. Niggas grabbed 3 big pillows. And we had another ritual from when we get the weed. We'll stop at Harbor Park, blow a dub bag. If we see some homies, niggas to smoke with them, or just be me and him, or any homie that go over there. And then we'll drive back to the hood, homie. And once we got high, we even laughed more at that bullshit, homie. And I wound up hooking. You know, we all from the same city. So I wound up hooking up one day, a few days after that with Lil Nut. And my nigga come to the hood or something, or I see him, and my nigga laughing. My nigga like, that nigga Big Pint fired on me. You know what I'm saying? My nigga had one of them crazy burnt out voice. He like, that nigga Big Pint fired on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing like, nigga, you slammed the door on me. Nigga, like a nigga was just a square, homie. And we laughed off that shit, shook hands and hugged, homie. But that's what made the homeboy 101 inside of Inglewood out the Nella Park family blood section area. Man, Lil Nut sent Nella Park family another historical time I can recall is Inglewood jail substation, homie. I fall up in there, Lil Nut fall up in there, and Big Habit Nella Park fall in there, homie. And at these times, if it's a Friday or a Thursday sometime, a nigga wouldn't go to court until that Monday, homie. So we all up in there for the whole weekend, Friday to Monday or some shit like that. So within that time, homie, different dudes from different sections, if you get caught up in Inglewood or whatever, a nigga will hit that Inglewood substation, homie. So at this time, a Crip come up in there, but his image when he first push up in there, it wasn't no Crip image, but you could tell he had some street up in him, you know what I'm saying? So, but he tell us he a coach for LA high school, or I think it was out of one of these Crip schools or something like that, homie. Crip high schools, he was a football coach. So he fell in with that image, homie, you know what I'm saying? Short, kind of stocky, but like I said, you could tell he from the streets, but this whole thing was pushing the football coach thing, homie. So niggas is, you know, different people up in there, niggas laughing, niggas small talking. Me and the homies, we huddled up and kicking it, you know, all through there. And we even talking to dude. Like I say, this how we find out he doing the coach thing. Niggas sweating everything that come through there. It's Inglewood, it's our city jail, homie. So in the process of that, dude character seemed cool, so niggas is all, you know what I'm saying, niggas defense is down on him and a couple other motherfuckers, so niggas is just laughing and talking and moving through there. One day, homie, this dude gets on the phone and he talking to his family and his peoples, homie. Within his conversation, he get mad and get explosive, homie. And before he hang up on the phone, The nigga say some shit like, fuck you, cuz, and slam the phone down to whoever he was talking to. From that point, niggas knew this nigga blew his top, homie. So nigga, we get a whiff of that shit. Niggas like, Bloodz, y'all heard that nigga? So so the nigga go back up in his cell, up in them little cages inside the Inglewood substation jail. The nigga go back up in his cell. So when we hear that shit, Lil Nut bail straight up. He go up in there before me and Big Habit Nelleport. So when Lil Nut walk up in there, we both smiling at each other like Lil Nut burnt out. Like I say, he 101. Probably like 5 seconds later, we don't know if the homie tapped the nigga, told the nigga get up or whatever. We get to hearing feet scrubbling and squabbling, jumping off. Me and the homie, Big Habit Nelleport, nigga, we scuff up in there like the niggas bust that colors inside the funeral home, and niggas scrambling. We scrambling to get up in there. We break up in there. The nigga and Lil Nut in there slanging them, boom, boom, boom. So nigga, we go up in there, nigga, we slanging them, boom, boom, boom. Like I said, the nigga short and stocky, he squabble all three of us. The nigga squabble, spin around, squabble, and bag his way up out that motherfucker. So we come up out of there after him. At that time, the jailers happened to be coming through. They wound up snatching the nigga up. But one thing I could say about the old boy, he kept it G. Niggas didn't get no charges put on him. He just said it was just, you know what I'm saying, some relationship shit that went down. People knew people, and niggas wound up scuffling and muffling. But it's over with, homie. But that was another historical time with the homeboy, Lil Nut, Nelleport family, and Big Habit family in peace out the Nelleport era that I had a chance to experience with them dudes, homie, chunking them with a Crip football coach out of LA, Inglewood substation, homie. Shout out to Lil Nut, shout out to your family, shout out to your loved one, and shout out to the whole Inglewood Nelleport family gang, homie. Homie, like I said, homie, you was one of a one. A nigga can't lie, homie. You a hell of a face out the young homie generation era that a nigga missed. A nigga knew if a dude like you was still out here amongst others, it'd be a lot of more discipline and structure amongst certain calibers of young homeboys, dog. Salute, you'll be forever missed in this Inglewood Damu thing and this Damu thing in general from homies that ran across you throughout niggas' careers out here in the street shit in our youthful time, homie. Shit, salute, much love, and we gonna keep sending it, homie.
On up, homies, the show where you gon' get carry history. It's told with respect and dignity. Spoken by jihad so vividly. He's taking over the industry, giving y'all some download imagery. Damn you, if you ain't hitting them likes, come on, subscribe. Check out the channel and I bet that